Justin, you're still doing intros, right?
Mm-hmm. I
All
just had
right.
to update my panel real quick.
You're good.
I'm not 27 anymore.
Old. Very
All right.
old. Very, very decrepit.
All right, give it 10 seconds.
You just say the word, fellas.
All right, I'm good.
Me too.
All right. Well, if you want to hit this intro, let's just get to it, all right?
Test it. Okay. All right. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thunderdome. Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Thunderdome Podcast, episode 41. I guess we'll do introductions really quickly. I am the most irrelevant person you will ever hear speak, Donut 081893.
I'm Lord of the Reams.
And I am just in time for TV.
Well, first and foremost, I am sorry we missed y'all last weekend. It was, scheduling was weird, set back the clocks, everyone was just a little thrown off. So by the time we all kind of realized, by the time we all had our heads screwed on right, we're kind of just like, what's going on? And we decided that we wouldn't have had enough time to do a real episode. So we just said, screw it, we'll go next weekend. And so we've got a lot to talk about, but I'll let my glorious co-host start us off.
Well, so you have sports first. So you have going on Sunday, football Sunday, I should say, for the NFL. You have my team, the Philadelphia Eagles, playing the Denver Broncos, which is
Woo, that's my second team.
Donut's second favorite team.
Well, it's my second team on the fact that I live in Colorado now.
Yeah. So last week you had the Cowboys playing the Broncos, and the Broncos destroyed the Cowboys, which I was happy about, but yet the Eagles still lost on Sunday. On last
Trash team from the trash city.
But it's okay. I mean, like I said, this is just a rebuilding season for us.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
It's okay.
Not worried about it.
Hey, it's okay. I've used that poor excuse for my Cowboys back in the day.
This is our year every year.
Yeah.
And then it's not.
Well, yeah. Real quick, who are the Cowboys playing today?
Let's see.
And for those who don't know, that might be a tough one. Might actually be a
the
tough
Falcons
one.
are a very surprising team, even though they
Atlanta Falcons. Not a bad group, man. They're a solid football team, and they actually. I won't say that they have all my loving respect, but they definitely have my caution because it's not a team you.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say that we have to be on our A game for this one, and I hope we are.
I hope you're not.
I hope the Eagles lose every single game they ever play again.
We shall see.
I honestly hope everyone has a stomachache and is just diarrhea nonstop. You want to play that game, Mr. Van Zant? I'm sorry. Should I have said your name? I don't know if I just blew up your spot like that.
You did, but it's okay.
But no, it's okay. Well, give me 1 second, guys. I did want to say my girlfriend is not feeling too well this weekend, so I will be stopping out periodically to just go make sure she's okay. Yes, believe it or not, I'm actually very wholesome at times.
He has a heart, everybody.
I do. I have a heart. I actually have a heart. I'm not just some grumpy old man that hates everyone and everything. Although, that's 98% true. I hate most people. Not a fan. I don't know. I've gotten significantly antisocial in my old age. But anyway, I was going to say, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, gents.
All right.
All right.
So we will wait before we say anything else about news and stuff. But welcome everybody to episode 41.
Hope y'all are having a great Sunday.
There we go. Yeah, Twitch was being weird to me, everybody, earlier, so I'm just trying to get everything situated. But so far, we're good. Right now, I'm just playing some Battlefield 4. Waiting on Donut's game to finish downloading for World War Z. And I have to start all over on my person for Battlefield 4 as well. I haven't played in a long time either. But I hope everybody else is having a good Sunday. Sadly, it's Sunday.
Dixon. Come here. Downstairs. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Please.
Oh, God dang it. Oh, I should have just pulled away. I haven't played this game in a while. There's a reason why.
I got 2 kills so far.
Sorry about that. I'm back, guys.
Oh,
I said I will. I'll be taking. Y'all need to stop on my account, please don't. I'm just taking care of the girlfriend today, so I'm making sure I'm in all the places I need to be.
No worries, we were just talking amongst ourselves. And...
All right, well, continue with the sports, of course. Go do your thing. I don't want to be taking a bit. The one thing I did want to add for sports, since you did add at the Atlanta Falcons, is I believe the Atlanta Braves won the World Series. Did they not?
Yes, they did.
Yes, sir, they did. So congratulations to the Atlanta Braves. Yes, of course. Applause all around. They did I didn't watch it, but I hear they did a good job, and it was a very outstanding performance. So, uh, you know,
I'm happy they won.
yes, my deepest heartfelt congratulations to them, as well as all their fans. They won. They seem to. All my friends from Atlanta that I went to college with were very, very ecstatic that this happened. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so, good times. Good times had by all I see. And we shall, we'll just, better luck next year for the Rangers. I haven't really been paying attention to baseball. I don't know what that's looking like for us in the near future at all, but, um, yeah, everyone else, just better luck next year.
Could be another 10 years.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I have not plugged into baseball very hard for a while. You know me. I don't hate baseball by any means. I just never grew up as the biggest fan of it the way that y'all did and a lot of other people did. That's no knock on it whatsoever. That is just, I don't know, just not my dizzle, my man.
All good.
So, where we were picking up off of, where we picked up at. I just wanted to obviously make sure we're still good to go and everything is going well. But yeah, man, I would say going back to sports. I know Alabama. I don't know if it was most recently, but they did take a loss to A&M, so that was upsetting. That was weeks ago. Never mind. What am I talking about? We beat New Mexico State A&M this past weekend. We slaughtered them. It was like 59-3. So of course I expected nothing less from the Crimson Tide, but sometimes they put up and sometimes they shut up. So you gotta understand that.
I believe they won this or the onset or yesterday.
Yeah, that was New Mexico State.
Yeah, they dominated. I think.
Yeah, that's what I was like. 59-3. They just slaughtered them. It was a bloodbath, which is my favorite type of Alabama win. And I was hoping it'd be more. Here's the thing. There's only 2 college football fans I really dislike. Three. I take that back. Ohio State, because they won one time against Alabama, and they cannot shut the hell up about it. We beat Bama. Yeah, you've done it one time. Oh yeah, and then Oklahoma, but a little less Oklahoma because I've come to grudgingly respect them. Although they still cannot shut the hell up about the one time they beat Alabama. So it just shows you how obnoxious some sports fans are when their team is generally not that great, and they come to beat a top tier team and all that. So
yeah.
So, and then the other 2 is Ohio State, OU, and then LSU and Auburn. If I could just, every time they play Alabama, I just want emotionally to shoot through their freaking hearts and just shatter everything they ever had as far as preconception of the day. I just want them to be completely demoralized. They never watch football again, and they never have faith. And I want both athletic departments to crumble and fold. I hate LSU and I hate Auburn fans. They're the trashiest scum of the earth. Because all they do is talk smack on Alabama. They're like, oh, we didn't make it into Alabama, but we're going to talk mad smack. I'm like, your team is trash, dude. Your team and your school is trash. Especially LSU. It's just the scummiest of the scum.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, take a look at the people we know that are LSU fans. And they're usually the people that just... the people that you're like, oh, this turd's not going to go up to do much. I won't say that. Actually, our friend... we have an old friend. We all know him. He was in BBYO with us. Roth. I will just leave that. I won't say his full name. I don't want to put him out there like that. But Roth was a LSU fan for a little while. And give me one more second, guys. I got to go back up and check on something.
Okay.
All right.
You're back. Please continue.
I mean, you got really nothing else going on.
Yeah, that's the reason why I don't play this game anymore. The mechanics in this game are not good. Are not what it used to be. I keep on striking out when there are really good pitches and
this replay stuff on it's basically the songs that we played on our phones. It's not it like pulls what you've listened to through your phone and not like random songs.
Mm-hmm. It's not like a random playlist, or the radio, I guess. I don't know. On the Apple Music.
Pretty much.
Hmm.
Well, in other news, you had Slipknot finishing up. Well, I guess we're going into music. You had Slipknot finishing up their Knotfest roadshow, but also one of their band members, Sean Crahan, or Clown, tore his bicep, I believe, whenever he was banging on the keg. And I believe he missed the last show of the tour, I think. But he says he's doing well, so that's good news. And they also, I heard that they paid tribute to Joey Jordanson as well, and same with Paul Gray, even though Paul Gray was gone since 2010.
Alright, I'm back, sorry.
Okay.
Just telling him that Slipknot was just finished up their Knotfest tour or roadshow.
They still tour?
Yes.
Didn't they have a member
I could have seen
recently
them.
pass away or something?
Yeah, another Joey Jordanson, the drummer, the original drummer.
Oh, damn. Was he like sick? Did he have to take time away from the band while he was sick or something?
No, he's been gone from the band for a few years now.
Why did he leave?
Not really sure exactly. I guess maybe because it's just he wanted to do his own thing.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
very
it had
possible.
to do something like with his death. He passed away in his sleep, and he was having problems. I think with something with like his back, I believe.
Ooh, yeah. Those are never fun, so I get it.
So I'm not really sure the whole full extent to it, but it's something he's been dealing with for a while.
Yeah.
Or he had been dealing. But it's sad, but he does get to reunite with his friend Paul Gray, who passed away in 2010.
Yeah. Damn. R.I.P. Fair winds, good sir.
But they did, like I was
Nothing
saying,
but-
they did pay tribute to both of them during their tour.
That's awesome, man. I'm really glad they did that. My heartfelt condolences to the rest of the band, of course, and the fans, the fandom of him and his family, and of course all the members and both members who have passed away and all that. So
Yeah. I could have seen them or two as well, but they did play the same day the Angels and Airwaves played.
yeah,
But I was like, I'm sure Slipknot, because they do come here every year for the most part for their Knotfest roadshow. So I'm hoping that they're gonna come next year. Then I'll see them.
yeah, I gotcha.
And then you have Coldplay as well going on tour, which I'm pretty excited to see them as well.
I was very sure a Coldplay fan.
Hmm?
I always forget you're an actual
Oh.
Coldplay fan.
Yes, I am. Coldplay's good. I like Coldplay.
They're not bad by any means. Oh shit!
I always see videos of their live music and their touring, and
Okay,
it looks pretty awesome. I don't know if you've seen any of that, Neil, or Donut.
I have not. I was never, not in a bad way. I guess I never got into their music. So to me, it was just, I don't know. That was just I don't know.
It boosts me up.
Yeah, no, I get you. Everyone's got their different genres they're fans of. I don't know. It never resonated with me. It's not to say it doesn't resonate with anybody else. I just not my cup of tea, man. Just not my cup of tea. That's it. That's all there is. No disrespect to the fandom. I'm sure I like bands that other people don't like, and I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's all good. You're not the only one.
Yeah.
I do had some other things that I had saved for last week, but of course we never got to that. It's just quick things, pretty much. So, well, actually, no, it's one thing.
Yeah.
You can go do your thing. I'll talk about it.
No. It's fine. What was I saying? I would just went up recently and checked on her, so I'll check on her in like another 20 minutes. She's taking a bath right now.
So in the news, they said,
Are we done with sports?
yes.
All right. What are we
Um,
moving on to?
It's just some news. Like the
Okay.
vaccine, technically.
Okay, let's hear it.
So they're saying Pfizer says its experimental pill is reducing the risk of hospitalization deaths from COVID-19.
I mean, that's good.
So
What's the well, my question is this going to have the same kind of BS efficiency of the vaccine where it's going to fade in 6 months, or what's the deal? 'Cause it seems like their whole thing is not making a one and done vaccine, but making a
they
vaccine
never
that
say anything about that.
requires. Well, here's my bit. Here's my bit. Is that I think that's great because I want
It's an
most people to be
experimental
hospitalized from
pill,
COVID.
so they haven't really they're just experimenting on it, but it seems to be working so far for the hospitalization deaths. But I guess, but then again, of course, it doesn't work. It's probably not going to work for everybody because everybody's different.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing I was gonna say, and there's a lot of people that talked about this, and I don't know why it's not it's not being talked about. But why are we not talking about the comorbidities of COVID? I'm not talking about the ones that you cannot help. I'm talking about the ones that like morbid obesity, smoking, just not taking care of yourself.
Yeah, that too.
I think it's important to talk about the vaccines. I think it's important to talk about alternative methods of medicine, i.e., monoclonal antibodies. Everyone made fun of Joe Rogan for doing it, but the guy is 54 and he got better in like 2 or 3 days. So take that. Everyone that's in their 20s and fat and not healthy and not just smoking a lot and not taking care of themselves, people that just generally disregard their own health. They're like, oh, you just need to take the vaccine. Yeah, that's great. I think we should, and I'm pro-vaccine. I'm just anti-mandate. So anybody that needs it, especially in places where they really do need it, I'm like, yes, absolutely, send it out. Get your poke if you want and or need it. And my main thing with that is just look, we need to also be talking about how to reduce the risk of COVID before you even get the vaccine, and that's going to be my whole thing. Is just don't smoke tobacco, don't smoke cigarettes. If you're vaping, you should probably quit that as well. I mean, you should quit for plenty of other reasons beside COVID because it's just not healthy. But you should take care of yourself. You should exercise. And the problem is it's not a popular opinion to have because people want to be told what they want to hear. They don't want to be told what's actually good for them. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised we have not had the discussion about obesity and eating properly and exercising, and we're just saying take this is the black and white, this is the only binary solution that we have, is a binary solution, excuse me, is the only one. There's no alternative solutions. People that if you bring monoclonal antibodies, it immediately is like you're a conspiracy theorist and a nut job. You probably eat horse paste, in which they're talking about ivermectin, which is, it can be used as horse dewormer. It is not only used as horse dewormer. But you're going to have all the liberals come out and be like, he's crazy. He's taking horse paste. It's like, oh, okay, dumbass. So I just think people are full of crap, and they just want you to do what they want you. They just want you to do what they want you to do. They don't care about what you want to do.
No. True.
So anybody like that should be punched in the mouth really freaking hard. Just shut up. Stop talking. But what about what about this pill that Pfizer's making?
There's really not much information about it. They just pretty much stated that it is reducing, as of right now, reducing the risks of deaths in the hospital.
Is it a preventative thing? Do you take it for are you supposed to take it when you get COVID? Is it a preventative thing? You take it before you get COVID, or at the onset of symptoms or something? Like how is it? Does it say anything about its implementation or anything like that, or is it just kind of like here's another drug we're making? In the midst of all this, we're going to get paid some more, a couple $100,000, if not millions of dollars, to push out more medicine. That's not one-time fixes, because that's not how they make money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Yeah, it's pretty much that. That's all I got.
no,
Like I said, they haven't said much about it, and I haven't heard anything recently. That was just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I guess we'll go. I guess breaking news right now. Going back to sports. I just found out, or I just saw that Ben Roethlisberger on the Pittsburgh Steelers is now on the COVID list, and Mason Rudolph is going to be starting.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks with the Steelers, I guess. I don't know. Is this quarterback good?
Aaron Rodgers tested positive last week.
Ooh, can we talk about the Aaron Rodgers thing?
Hmm?
Can we talk about this Aaron Rodgers thing a little bit?
Yeah, that's why I'm stating that he tested positive, and yet now he's all of a sudden clear to play for today.
Yeah.
Which is pretty quick.
Well, you know what? He's a top physical effing specimen, a professional athlete, and he didn't want to take the vaccine, and all these just statist cucks, these just scumbags, like, you have to take this. You know what I mean? Like, no, dude, he's a top physical freaking specimen. He's a professional athlete. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I don't care. Yeah, sure. Tom Brady's the GOAT, sure. But Aaron Rodgers is up there, like, damn near in the top 5 or 10, if not higher. You know, he's up there, and people are sort of just losing their minds because they're, everyone's getting in this. If you don't take this vaccine, you're the other. And he said he didn't want to take it, so he did monoclonal antibodies. He did all sorts of alternative treatment. He just was like, you know what, I don't want to take this. I'm not confident in it yet. People attack the guy, and yet he's okay. Another example. He's what, in his 40s? How old is Rodgers?
38, I think.
Late 30s. I thought he was older. He just looks older, I guess. Dude, he didn't need it. He didn't need the vaccine. He's healthier than most of us, and we're all in our late 20s. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe stop trying to make people take stuff that they don't need to take. That is just my big takeaway of all this is stop trying to force people just because you think they should take it. You're not a doctor. You're not a scientist. You know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
back out of sports, I guess. That's all I have.
Yeah. Well, that's all I was gonna say is that they attacked this guy, and because he wanted to do his own thing, he wanted to take his health into his own hands, and rather than say, yeah, sure, we're gonna trust big tech and big pharma again, like, he's like, nah, I'm good. I'm rich enough and successful enough and healthy enough. I don't need this crap. Screw you guys, and I'm out. And I think that's how everyone should be taking it. You should be doing this. I don't like forcing anyone to do anything. So I don't care what side of the aisle. I don't care if you just keep screaming at me that we're gonna kill grandma. Like, I don't care. I will do everything I can. Like, I think if you're sick, you shouldn't go out. I think if you are suffering any sort of comorbidities, but I don't know, man. I would think if you're sick, you should wear a mask. If you're sick, you probably shouldn't be going out in general, unless like you have to go to the grocery store, but you can get those things delivered or curbside pickup nowadays.
Yeah.
So, but I think everyone that attacked him is a scumbag. You should just look at yourself in the mirror and stop wondering why you want to tell people what to do so much. So, that's all.
People have to say stuff anyways because they got nothing better to do.
Well, yeah, these are all a bunch of losers who do nothing with their life. You're a scumbag for not taking the jab. It's like, okay, well, more successful, more healthy, and overall better shape than you'll ever be in your life. So I don't know what you're upset about. Maybe you're just mad that you didn't do anything like him. And so I'm just not a fan of that kind of crap. I've never been a fan of it, and it's only coming from one side of the aisle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but all right, we'll move on from that. I'm going to go on a tangent, and I don't mean to. I've already done it.
It's all good. Well, that was it for the rest of the sports. I just forgot to mention that earlier, and not the Roethlisberger part, but the Rodgers.
Roethlisberger. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
A little bit, but it's all right.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll move into. Do you want to do video game media, video game entertainment, or like TV show / movie entertainment? Because I got two things I want to say that unfortunately sad news, real quick.
Go for it.
So we lost two people in the last 2 weeks, two legends, if you ask me. One is a legend, one should be a legend. Sean Connery, man. We lost Sean Connery, the original James Bond. He is unfortunately no longer with us. He died at the age of 90. I don't believe it was from COVID or anything, so everyone relax. He was just 90. He's old, man. And we also lost William Lucking. If you don't know who that is, he played Piney in Sons of Anarchy. His character was great. I thought he's a great actor. He's one of the more wholesome characters in the show. If anyone knows the show, I mean, people, anybody who's not about this, I don't really know, like, if you should be listening to this, but generally the show kind of portrays almost all of the men treating women like just garbage. Mm-hmm. And he's one of the few characters that does not. And so he's a very wholesome character, very just OG Vietnam vet biker dude. Very, very he's a cool dude. So, fair winds to the two gentlemen. Of course. William Lucking was 85 when he passed away. So, I mean, the dude was in his 70s when they did Sons of Anarchy. I think he finally retired or towards the end of it. But.
Mm-hmm. Was there something else that you had too?
And then, so the last white president of South Africa passed away at the age of 85. I don't have his actual name in front of me. I'm sorry, my girlfriend would know. He was actually the last president before apartheid ended, and he also freed Nelson Mandela from prison. His death got met with a lot of mixed emotions and mixed reactions. Obviously, so the scumbags were all happy because they're like, "Oh yeah, he died. Good for him." It's another white person dead in South Africa. People that were just buying into this race-based crap. But he did a lot of good things, and I think we need to make sure we are remembering that he did a lot of great things for his country. And I just people are I'm not gonna say the word. People are crappy for being like happy that he died, because it sounds like he did a lot for South Africa by freeing Nelson Mandela. But I won't speak too much on. I'm not an expert, and I don't want to talk too much on something I don't know about. But I did want to mention that. So that last one's not entertainment, but we're giving our shout outs to those that we've lost, and I wanted to make sure we were still good to go. That we were still I was staying on track with this stuff. Since I was talking about two people that had passed away, I might as well have thrown in a third. So fair winds to all of them. Prayers to the family, condolences, of course, and hopefully there's the time will help all of their families kind of heal from this.
Yes.
So, but that's all I got in that regard. I don't have a whole lot in the way of other kind of TV show and movie related stuff, but I will say it was the Travis Scott concert. We can talk about that for a second. Yeah. The Travis Scott concert happened, and just, dude, it was all sorts of effy, and I won't say the word, but it was all sorts of jacked up. I think 9 people died. I'm not sure what caused it. It's trampling. I mean, the dude didn't even stop his concert, and people were going to like cardiac arrest. I'm sure there was drugs involved. People got trampled. It was awful. And there's been no comment, but there's a lot of lawsuits happening right now with it. And I definitely just think that this is something that it's sad, and it's sort of a reflection of what's going on with our society in these places. And I don't know. I'm not a fan of these types of places. I'm not.
I mean, I've seen videos of like past artists and concerts, and them stopping it completely and making sure everything was okay. Like, for example,
yeah,
Linkin Park. I saw that.
Yeah, they've done that before. That's good.
But with Travis Scott not actually fully stopping the show and just keep going, and I hear that he insinuates violence and tells people to do things.
Oh yeah, he's told someone he told his whole concert crowd to attack a person because I guess he crowd surfed, and then someone took his shoes. So he had someone beat up, possibly killed, over a pair of shoes. So I don't know.
And then
I think
it's some guy who got paralyzed as well. I don't remember if it was from a Travis Scott show or not. I can't remember exactly what it was.
I don't know, man.
He got paralyzed from going to a show.
Yeah, but no one will talk about it because it doesn't suit the narrative.
Yeah, so I'm sure you have a bunch of lawsuits as well going towards him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes,
But
you can continue to talk about whatever you need to say about that. That's my
I
piece.
just that's all. Yeah, I think he's a crappy person. He insinuates violence. He but, just it's a bad situation, and we need to be more careful about who we're really promoting out there. I think these music artists that just really want to court chaos. They don't care.
Mm-hmm. How's your game looking, by the way?
It's about ready to start. I'm about to hop off Mass Effect and go over to World War Z.
All right.
So. But another interesting now gaming related news is there's rumors and nothing's been confirmed, but that Halo Infinite's multiplayer will drop for the Xbox One November 15th. So here on Monday, tomorrow. I will have to know. I don't know for sure, but I would, if we could find out, that'd be. If I can get more information on that, I'll post, or it'll post in the Discord, or just try to mention it here. And it's like I just haven't heard anything for sure. It's been a lot of whispers and rumors. Obviously, first thing after work tomorrow, I'm going to do when I hop on my Xbox is to check the status of the game and see where we're at with it and see if it's ready to launch. And if there is Halo Infinite multiplayer, I'll be more than ready.
I wonder if you can like, 'cause there's nowhere. I guess there's nowhere to pre-download it.
Yeah, you should have been able to download the.
Hello, Morgan and Cody.
Morgan and Cody, how are you doing? How's everybody doing today? How's the baby? But I'll let you know. I believe there'll be an update for it because you were able to download. It's like a 280 megabyte, not a gigabyte, but 280 megabyte download earlier, like several months ago. Not several, but like 3 months ago. You're able to download it, and it worked really well. And I just think that it'll do good. I have a lot of faith. Everyone's been really hyped with this multiplayer. The technical previews looked amazing. I definitely plan on putting a lot of time into it
Nice.
when I get there.
I've never been to Waffle House.
Waffle House?
They say the good at Waffle House. The baby's doing good. Awesome. I'm sorry, the baby's doing awesome.
Good. I'm
That's
glad.
good to hear. I hope Waffle House is good. I still haven't been in 28 years.
What? You never been to Waffle House, my guy?
No.
Damn.
It's been either Original Pancake House or IHOP. I mean, I'm not like opposed, or I'm not opposed to going to a Waffle House. I just never have been.
Yeah. I'm loading World War Z. I'm launching World War Z right now, so give it a sec. But no, dude, Waffle House is great. Waffle House is also one of the only places where I feel like the employees would actually like take down a gunman to save my life. Because so far there was a
I've
joke.
heard
that someone
stories
pulled
about
Dude, Waffle House
rob a
is-
Waffle House and then someone ends up
You don't,
saving the
dude,
day.
do not mess with Waffle House staff. None of them care. None of them give an F. They will jump across and beat you with a spatula.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I want that. Everyone else is like, oh my god, why are they violent? It's righteous violence, you coward. They're defending their customers, you punk. Why would you try to stop them? They're doing God's work out here.
Yeah. At some point in my life, I'll try it. I promise.
Hey, you should. You most decidedly should try it. It is a work of art. But yeah, man. I don't know. You're missing out if you're not having Waffle House. Any other entertainment news, things like that? There's been really no difference in crypto, and it's just nothing has changed. It's fluctuated the same way it always fluctuates. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah.
Any other entertainment news?
Not that I can think of at the top of my head that I can recall. I mean, not that I
Well,
kind of I guess we talked about whatever we were talking, what we were going to talk about last week.
yeah. I gotcha. Oh, well, so I can't play World War Z until the game is totally installed, I guess.
Darn it.
Telling me I can't? I don't know. Yeah, I can't. I can't play with you.
Damn
Well, it's at 77%, so if it doesn't download by the end of this episode, we'll play it next weekend, okay?
That's fine. I'll just sit on the screen. Anyways, this is World War Z, people. Everybody.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, fellas. I'll be right back.
All right. So yeah, if everyone's just joining us, Donut is checking up on his girlfriend who is currently sick with just sick. It's nothing serious. So he's checking up on her every 15 minutes or so, just to make sure she's okay. And so far, she's good. So that's good news.
Hey, John. How's it going?
Escape from Tarkov. I hate that game. Honestly, I did play it on the PC whenever it first came out, and then I tried it again. It's still bad.
The Angels and Airwaves concert was amazing.
And I probably won't play it again. I just wasted my money on buying it a long time ago. And yeah, it's not my favorite. Yes, and John, the Angels and Airwaves concert was the best concert of my life. Well, going back to, or since it's been 2 years since I've been to a concert. But if they ever come in your area, I highly recommend going to see Angels and Airwaves. You will not regret it.
No, you will not.
With them coming out with the new album, and then I'm hoping maybe they'll come out with another new album next year. That'd be cool.
It was fire, like these kids say these days. It was
lit.
It was fire. It was, I don't know what these kids say these days.
Yeah, these kids come up with random strange words that I don't understand sometimes.
Yes, Slipknot will be our next, hopefully someday.
If they're
whenever
not
they tour
touring on
again.
the same day as one of our other favorite bands, then yes, I will plan on seeing Slipknot if they tour next year. But sadly, they toured the same day as Angels and Airwaves. This year they did. Here comes Donut.
Are you still on the loading screen
No, well, I'm still on the main menu.
of World War Z?
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, for Morgan and Cody who just joined, just so you know, I am taking care of DJ this morning. Okay. Yes, that is what I'm doing. So I'm a loving and dutiful boyfriend. That's what I am. So really quickly, two things. Wait, hang on before I go. What were y'all talking about? What were y'all on?
John was asking about our Angels and Airwaves, and or he said he thought because I'm wearing my Blink 182 shirt, and
Nice.
he was thinking that I guess he was thinking that we went to that concert, but they haven't toured in a while.
I was gonna say, yeah, Blink's been a little MIA, haven't they?
Yes, and Mark is still healthy, but
Battling.
still
He's still
recovering.
healthy, but yeah, sure, of course. Well,
But we were talking about the Angels and Airwaves because Airwaves
well,
concert,
yeah, you got,
and,
continue. I don't mean to.
And then he was asking Slipknot next. I said, yeah, we said, yeah.
If they don't tour the same day as one of our other favorite bands.
I gotcha. Well, as I say, y'all can keep going with that.
We did. We
And,
finished up on that part.
Okay.
Nothing too exciting. Just waiting. I mean, like we talked about before, we have Coldplay coming up next year, early in May. And so far, no other bands have really announced. Well, none that I would really want to see right now. But no other bands have announced any next year tour dates yet, but that should come pretty soon, I would hope. Can't remember. Someone's coming here in September, I think. Can't remember who it is, but yeah.
Nice. Well, I know y'all hit up all the concerts. I haven't been to a concert in forever. I don't know. I was just never a huge concert scene. I'll see like live music, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just like, well, whatever.
Yeah, I know you're not the only one. But I mean, it's
Well,
still fun to go to. Like, we don't go to like every concert, but like, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
You
if
go
it's
to the ones you
U2,
can.
yeah, we'll go to them. Go see them, no matter where they
Oh,
are.
that's right. You are a fan of U2.
But I'm gonna start seeing like, whenever Angels and Airwaves comes back, we're gonna see them again. Same with Slipknot. No matter, I guess, how many times, and depending on how much the tickets cost as well.
Yes.
That's another thing. But I mean, well, for Angels and Airwaves, we don't have to worry about that because those tickets are cheaper. They're pretty cheap. Because they're in smaller venues, but it works out well because we can get up close to Tom DeLonge.
It's very true.
But Tom did have he recently went on the Late Late Show with James Corden, and they did a performance as well, and a little small interview with James and Tom, and of course everybody asks since Mark is fully recovered from his cancer, stage 4. He's asking, of course, if Blink is ever gonna reunite again. And Tom was saying, of course, it's funny because like they're there and they're not there, they're there and they're not there. Which is true, but he was saying that they have been talking, which I already knew. I already knew that they have. All three of them have been talking. Everyone's on good terms, which is always good to hear. They're just he was just saying that they just need to work out with their personal schedules and see when it all lines up. So it's not out of the question of them, all three of them, returning for again, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, and I can tell now it's going to be crazier than ever because you got Mark recovering from his cancer battle. That's the main thing. And then of course you had Tom and Angels and Airwaves with their new album and getting a bunch of popularity and their tour as well. So with new Angels and Airwaves listeners and realizing that he's from Blink and all that, and it's gonna be crazy once they announce that they're all three of them are gonna be reunited again.
Yeah. Well, it's funny how much whenever I think of Blink, it's funny because I always remember like all the people we were in BYO with that were really diehard fans of Blink. Like not the people we ever hung out, but I'm talking about like I don't know all the people that we were in BYO with that were like our age group that were in our graduating class, and we just never hung out with them. But they were very big into Blink, and they went to all the concerts. I remember like Ben Shepherd, Ito Badash, Ashley Cuevas, all of them.
I've been a fan for a long time. I just never really went. I was never really a concert goer then, but I've always listened to their music.
Yeah, I don't know. I was never a concert goer because it just took me a while to really. I've been to
That's
concerts,
why I regret
but sometimes
not
I'm not a. I know. It's
like I don't
that's
know
why
what
I
wish I could like go back in time and just slap myself and just say go to see Linkin Park.
I would have yeeted myself right in the stomach across the damn room if I'd known what was going to happen in Chester Bennington. I would have been like, "Oh, dude, no, we have to go."
Yeah. So that's one thing that sucks.
Yeah, but
I'm still happy that I know their music and everything about them, and I've listened to them for a long time.
I am glad that I grew up with early generation Linkin Park, actually knowing who they were. And I feel horrible for the kids that are going to grow up without Linkin Park. They're going to grow up without a lot of these bands.
Yeah. I'm glad I heard them in the Hybrid Theory days. and
Oh god, dude,
Meteor.
Hybrid Theory was so good. So was Meteor. Meteor and Hybrid Theory was still so amazing.
Yeah,
Still to
I
this
remember
day, I
when
think
it
there's
first came
some
out and everything.
dude, right? I mean, I remember Meteora and Hybrid Theory. That was just a generally good generation of music. 'Cause you had, I mean, those were the same. You had Meteora. You had like I remember like Meteora and like the Marshall Mathers LP came out around the same time, and I was a really big fan of both of them. I was really happy about that, and
Yeah, I remember you blasting that at camp,
dude, telling you, man,
which
I
is
was a
why
big fan.
I've listened to Eminem ever since then too. So
Yeah, well, you're welcome.
hey, I'm not. I do. That's the only rapper I like is Eminem.
Yeah, there's other good ones. It's just the problem is, since I would say 2012, after 2012, it all went downhill. Everyone started making crap music and just mumble rap and all this bull crap. And oh my god, if I could, I would choke out the rap community with a jump rope and just be like, all right, let's go. Like, let's get back to the people that were made it really good. None of this. I woke up in a new Bugatti. Like, sounding like they have some sort of like cognitive disorder,
And
developmental
like, there's
disorder
some
when
where
they
you
speak.
can't even understand what they're saying, and then they just talk about
Yeah.
random stuff.
Yeah, there's the stupidest rap songs. It's just catchy. It's beats and catchy hooks. It's not fun anymore to listen to. It's stupid. I miss Nas. I miss Eric B and Rakim, early Eminem. I would say like the first two albums of 50 Cent weren't bad, but it was he was still mostly catchy and hooks than actual lyrics.
Yeah.
Dude, I miss that kind of stuff. I miss like early B.O.B., J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar. And I know B.O.B. kind of sold out, man. I'm tracking. And I haven't heard anything from him since Strange Clouds and a few of the things he did after Strange Clouds that were like individual projects and remixes and stuff. I miss that kind of stuff. I miss there was so many others. There's so many like good rappers and rap groups. I mean, you had early Jay-Z, right? I mean, these are the guys that everyone knows about now, but no one remembers they had early careers and they were way different back in the day. Like Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, 50 Cent, even Dr. No one knows about World Class Wrecking Crew, and most people don't even know about NWA anymore if you're under like 24. You know, you might not have grown up with it or you might even not saying grow up with it because most people didn't, but like even the stuff that, because we weren't alive for it, NWA was the 80s, right? The 80s, I think like maybe the early 90s, but people don't know Tupac anymore. People don't know Biggie Smalls, Big L, all these dudes. People Under the Stairs, Atmosphere, Cypress Hill, Wu-Tang Clan, just all these amazing individuals and groups that came together, and I feel bad. I feel bad because I think the quality has gone so far down that it's just not the same anymore. It's not even the same genre. It's just trash. It's audible garbage is what it is to me. That's it.
It's true.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. That's just. And I never thought I would ever think that about rap music. You know me. I used to love rap music. I used to listen to it all the time, almost exclusively. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah, we know.
I don't know, man. Yeah. Well, really quickly, I have two bits of international news. So last week, a man in Tokyo went on a stabbing spree in a train. I'm not sure the dead or wounded, but this guy was dressed up as the Joker from Batman.
I was gonna say. I think that
Yeah, and he was
dressed up as the
yeah,
Joker.
he was. Yes, sir, he was, and he went on a stabbing spree. I don't know what caused it. That I haven't heard anything else about it. It's been kind of quiet unless you go to like Japanese specific media. The dude went on a stabbing spree, you know, and he didn't care. He said, "F it, I'm doing this." So, still haven't heard anything from Japanese officials or Japanese news media. So but I haven't been as deep into it as I should have been to cover this. So, I mean, that is my fault. But
That's fine.
well, I should have more information on the story. But to be honest, this last week has just kicked my butt as far as work and everything. So. I was there, but I wasn't there. If that makes sense, you know. I was trying to keep up with the news as best I could, and this past week kicked my butt. So the week before that wasn't that bad, but since we didn't do the episode, everything kind of went on the back burner for a little bit.
It's life happens, like we always say.
Yeah, man. Exactly. I mean, there's always going to be things that happen. You're gonna have work, or you're gonna have family, you're gonna have things that come up, but and the other one is there was I believe it was a 21 building 21-story building in Nigeria that collapsed. I think it killed a couple of people. That was unfortunate and sad. So hopefully, that wasn't. It was, 21-story building in Nigeria collapses, leaving 3 dead. That was the official count as of last week. I'm sure they might have found more wounded or dead. And so I hope not. But obviously condolences to those people and their families.
Yes.
So, but that's all I got for those really breaking news real quick, and then obviously we got to get into some of the stuff that happened with our lovely government over the last 2 weeks. This one wasn't more of a, well, I won't say FJB, we'll just say a Let's Go Brandon story, because that's the censored way of saying it now, I guess. So last week, President Biden was at the Vatican, and apparently there was there was some speculation that he may have defecated his pants while he was meeting with the Pope. So he pooped in front of the Pope. I don't know, but it sounds like he just kind of filled his trousers, and that was pretty much it, you know. But that happened. That was kind of funny.
I know we're waiting on Donut to finish up his download.
Oh, are you talking about for me?
Yeah, John says let's see some gameplay.
Dude, it's still
We're talking today,
it's at
sir.
86%. So I mean, we could play something else. I was gonna say we can change things up a little bit. I'm just playing Mass Effect, waiting for this thing to finish downloading. But I didn't know if we can hop on another game and play together so people can watch gameplay while we talk, rather than just sit around. I don't know. It's whatever you guys want to do. I know you guys are wanting to do the World War Z thing, but I don't know if it'll be. It's still moving. It just might not be until the end of the episode. So it's up to you guys. If we want to do a gameplay thing, we can change it up.
Next week will be a big gameplay episode. Right now we're just talking.
All right. Okay, that's fine. I mean, just so people don't get bored watching, we can always jump to Halo or something. Now that you have Reach, you can actually enjoy it like a real man.
I've already
Is it
enjoyed it a couple
crossplay?
times.
Is World War Z crossplay?
Should be.
I have
I'm
no
sure
idea.
it is. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but I mean, I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah, I've never played it, so I don't know.
Well, if you guys want to, real quick, let me know. We can jump on it. We can either jump on Halo or Red Dead, because World War Z. It'll only. It's not like it's ready to start and then it'll let me play online. I can play offline, but I can't play online. And we'll see. It's up to y'all. But if y'all want to play something, so we can play and just kind of casually play something while we talk. In fact, we can finish up Spartan Ops if you guys want to, or we can work towards finishing up Spartan Ops.
We'll work
on Halo
towards
4. All right.
We'll just go on.
Let me
for a
save.
little bit, 'cause I know we're getting close to that hour mark.
Yeah, that is, and I mean we might just go a little bit over, but I'll jump over to Halo real quick. All right.
All right. Sorry,
No,
everybody. This
Halo.
is just a strange
It's-
episode, but we'll get our together next week.
Still love that beep.
We promise.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm loading up Halo MCC right now, so if you guys want, we can play we could do the Spartan Ops together real quick. And then one thing I wanted to say is obviously besides our president duking himself in front of the Pope, and they were trying to say he had like a car accident. It's like, no, he had an accident in his pants, man. So but also Press Secretary Jen Psaki last week came down with the COVID. So obviously, as much as I don't like her, I wish her a speedy recovery. And it's been interesting to see the press conferences without her, because I guess whoever her fill-in was not ready for the questions that she was going to get slammed with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been interesting seeing the reactions and just her general take on the job. So, let's go through all my stuff. So, What is this? Which rivals? What is this? I don't know. There's some kind of I'm not even sure what's going on. I'm on MCC though. If y'all are, oh, look at that. We're already all here.
Yes.
Right, inviting y'all to the roster. Justin's in.
I I joined through the roster thing.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, my guy. Where are we at?
I don't remember.
I remember what level we're on, so we'll get to it real quick. But so one thing that did happen, I think this is interesting. So the UN said with $6 billion they could stop world hunger, which I think is just funny because I think it's full of crap. Give me 1 second, gentlemen.
No worries. No. All right, everybody. Here's the gameplay.
Exclusive.
Roland, any more info on Thorne's whereabouts?
The elites carried him out of surveillance range. Can't do much more than give you a general direction right now.
Keep looking, and try to get Commander Palmer on the line. She needs to know what's happening. Crimson, this is straight search and rescue. Get in there and see what you can find.
I'm showing 2 likely locations where Spartan Thorne might have been taken.
Marking a waypoint.
All right.
Oh, snap, we're in combat. Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Fine.
All right, what are we doing? What's going on?
Starting the mission.
So, UN says they can solve world hunger with $6 billion, and so now they're going after guys like Elon Musk, even though they have more money than they literally have non-ending supply of money, because obviously our government doesn't care about overinflation, so we just keep passing $1 trillion spending packages that don't have to do anything with infrastructure. Thanks to our lovely government. Awesome guys. So Elon Musk says he'd be willing to sell $6 billion worth of Tesla stock if there was a full ongoing, like, completely transparent audit of where the money is going, and the UN's like, wait a minute, we can't do that because we're not actually going to spend the money. So the UN's full of crap. They're just willing to waste your money. And so Elon Musk said, yeah, screw you. I'm not giving you money to waste if you're not going to use it on actually trying to solve and end world hunger. Sorry. I didn't mean to run right into you like that.
No, I already.
No, Austin got ran into
whatever that
the
was.
grunt.
No, the ghost.
But
No, the grunt ran you over with the ghost.
The butt of the ghost.
Yeah, I saw that.
Whenever
But,
right as I pressed X.
so, oh crap!
Oh
No,
my god!
I didn't mean to. I didn't know you were going for that. I boosted into him and killed him. My bad.
It's fine.
All right. I'll leave the
Anyways,
ghost. I'm obviously
continue.
too destructive with it. So Elon Musk said, "Yeah, absolutely. I'll totally give you the $6 billion with a Tesla stock to solve world hunger, but you're going to let everybody in the freaking world see where you're spending that money. Basically, a full-on, completely transparent audit. And I think it just shows the UN should be dismantled. All of its leaders should be tried and imprisoned because they're just wasting money. They don't actually do anything. The UN is a complete joke. It doesn't exist to do anything proper. It exists pretty much to serve everyone but the actual people that like founded the UN. Like the UN has since been something worthwhile to just being a complete waste of time and money. I think the UN should be abolished and dismantled immediately. So that's just my take. They don't do anything worth a damn anymore. So I don't know. But the he was like, yeah, you're gonna let the world know where that money goes, and we're gonna watch it in real time as you spend it. And they're like, oh, never mind, we can't do that. So the UN is full of crap. They don't actually want to save anybody. They're okay with people dying. You had so we've been getting a little bit of concerns with the Chinese military because they're making plays to pretty much own and control all of Southeast Asia. I mean, they always have. Chinese is the biggest mob country, is the biggest criminal country in the planet. We just need to understand that we shouldn't even be allowing them to continue their reign. We should be doing everything to just cut their legs off and destroy them because they're just evil. And I don't care what anybody says they are. So if the CCP owns Twitch, screw you. I do think that we need to stop them, and they've been like, I mean, last episode we talked about their hypersonic missile capabilities and how they've been trying to use that against the U.S. And we have hypersonic capabilities with weapons too, but we have no way to prevent it. We don't know how to stop it. Oh wow, that thing took you both.
God.
Oh shoot. So that's just a concern. I mean, things are already popping off. We're already worried about what's going to happen in the world, and
Really?
I don't know. Did you go too high and then land on that thing?
I mean, yeah. It didn't-
That might have been it.
I guess
You're
it
pretty high
boosted.
up. Oh crap!
It probably boosted
Splattered.
as I
this
landed
ghost
on
is
it.
done. Yeah. Well, this ghost is done. Time to grab new weapons.
There is a higher than average number of enemy forces in this area,
So,
like a Spartan.
so that's more like our international concerns. I would say, so locally we've got some things going on. We talked about last weekend that Texas abortion law. It was heading to the appeals courts, the circuit courts. That Texas abortion law is now going all the way up to the Supreme Court, where I do believe the Supreme Court will shoot down the Texas law only because it does set a precedent of going against Roe v. Wade, which is a federal court, Supreme Court ruling. You cannot overrule that. So I know people were talking. Matt was talking about it last time. He says he'll vote blue no matter what. He'll vote blue no matter who, just for that law. And look, I get it. I get where he's coming with it. I understand the sentiment. I just disagree with the entire. I disagree with the principle of it, because you're going to vote in these statist authoritarians because one thing didn't go your way, and now you can't be single issue voters. I think single issue voters are stupid. Someone I used to be friends with, she was like, "Oh, I will be a single issue voter on special education," like, you know, people that are, and no offense to anybody, but people with like Down syndrome, autism, mental retardation, stuff like that. Sorry, I understand someone to support that and that being a really big important thing in your life, but that is the stupidest thing. That single issue voter crap is like the stupidest thing to really say, like, oh, I'm gonna vote this way only because of this. Everything else can go to crap as long as this one thing works my way. It's like, you do realize what you're doing, right? Like, you're letting this one issue blind you to everything else going on, and that's the problem. Damn, that thing just ran you over.
Today's not my day.
Dude, it's really not. You're having. Imagine what your day would be like if we were on World War Z, dude.
Be a lot better, I'm sure.
Board it. Board it. All right. It's all yours. Woo! Oh, holy crap! Holy crap!
Which
Stupid
difficulty is
controls.
this on?
Normal.
Okay. It's like they did a secret update or something.
No, this is, well, it's Spartan Ops and it's on normal, so it's not supposed to be like, we're not Master Chief, we're not Spartan 2s, we're Spartan 4s, which are substantially weaker than the 2s and everything else, so.
It's embarrassing.
But, and a single issue voter crap, I'm sorry, it's dumb. You're blind, you're letting more stuff go wrong than you are fixing anything. And that's just my honest opinion. Oh wow, hello. So I don't know, but I think you gotta let the Supreme Court handle it, man. I mean, I don't want to hear about trust in the system if you're not willing to let the Supreme Court handle it. If you think it needs to be snuffed out by these independent rogue politicians, I'm sorry, you're full of crap. You're not doing anything to help. You are literally letting everything else fall apart because one thing doesn't go the way you want it, and you're like, we're gonna change this. I don't think it should be a thing. I'm very libertarian. I think like my body, my choice in literally every regard. In everything I could possibly, if it has to do with your body, it should be your choice. But I think being single issue voters is sometimes, it has good intentions, but it has bad outcomes. So that's just my one takeaway with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think another important thing to talk about is that we have what's going on in New York City. You have over 9,000 state employees, whether they be firefighters, police officers. They're all saying because they're mandating it, is the whole vaccine mandate thing. They're saying they're just not gonna do it. I mean, you can't force people to do something they're not gonna want to do, man. I don't think that's the way to go anywhere. Who wants to hop in the hog with me?
Justin can.
I'll do it, yeah.
But I'm not sure. I definitely think that's bad. New York's gonna be feeling the weight of this. Did you hopped out?
Yeah.
Oh, fine, be that way. I don't want to roll with you in the hog anyway, dude.
What about the I guess what Joe Biden did with saying that was like, I think it's like the workforce, everyone in the US has to be vaccinated.
Okay, so let me just clarify this. Joe Biden has absolutely zero power to do this because he's trying to enforce it through OSHA, but OSHA has to be the deciding ruling factor on that, not Joe Biden. So if Joe Biden says it, sure, but OSHA has to pass it. That's how this works. Everyone seems to forget these things happen. Yeah, he might say something, but it goes through legislators. It goes through the Congress. Watch out behind you. It goes through Congress. It goes through the actual system. It's not just this creep says it and then it's fact and law. That's not how this works. If he was a dictator, which he's pretty much just trying to be, then sure. But the guy is just saying, we're going to make this happen. OSHA could turn around and slap him in the face and be like, the F we are. You shut your freaking mouth. Just go into a nursing home already, dude. You're too stupid and old to be a president or anything. But, I mean, the guy is pushing this, and I think OSHA is saying no. OSHA shot it down. OSHA said absolutely not. We're not doing this because you're about to decimate the entire country's workforce. Like, what are you doing here? Is this tank active or is it destroyed? It's destroyed.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's active. Holy hell.
It's about to be destroyed.
Yeah. Well, we can roll
But
with
I
you
will
and try
ride
to
it
keep you from
until
getting
it
blown up.
dies.
All right. Me and Justin are moving in the hog, but yeah, man. So OSHA has to pass it. Just because he says it doesn't make it it's not an edict. You know, it's not just a declaration of what he says. And this guy's word is not the law. I think you always forget that. People are just willing to let him do it because they think they're stopping what Trump did or something. It's very anti-Trump, and we have to let one guy have all the power so we can undo everything. Dude, this guy craps his pants and doesn't even know it, okay? So, like, how are you going to tell me that he's meant to be the leader of the free world? And I don't even know if I believe that moniker anymore. Leader of the free world's full crap. We're not free. Not as free as we think we are, at least. We're freer than we think, and not as free as we had hoped, I guess is the best way to say it. Hey, don't let that gun overheat. But I don't know. I think if you want to really cripple your state and federal workforce, yeah, sure, go ahead and pass that stuff, man. But like, you're gonna tell people that they deserve to die and not be able to pay their own rent because they won't do this. You're a scumbag, and I wouldn't mind beating 7 shades of crap out of you. I was about to swear. Sorry. That's just it. I think authoritarian should be just tossed out the airlock, left to rot. Because I don't think these people are people. I think they're scum. That's my stake on the matter. If you're gonna tell me what to do, you're gonna say you can try and force me. If I kick your ass in the process, and that's your fault for effing around and finding out.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's the big part of that, dude. We can't be trying to force people to do things they don't want to do. They're just gonna say no. They're not gonna comply.
If we have to wait on a ride, how about some
And I think what we need to do is we just dismantle everything the Democrats are possibly able to do. We need to disrupt their power. We need to dismantle the Democratic Party. That's my take. I mean, I think the Republicans need to be dismantled too, but they kind of don't do anything. The Republicans sit on their hands and don't do a damn thing. They're just like, oh, don't slow down there, Democrats. You know, you got Mitch McConnell, Turtle Man. All right. Hey, I'm gonna get a Spartan laser real quick, so try not to. Oh wait, hang on.
Ugh.
Got him. Oh, damn it. I'm down.
I'm still.
Justin, that thing's about to blow, dude. Get out of there.
I am.
Oh shoot, I'm in the car. I'm in the car. Hop back in. Woo! Oh boy.
Oh jeez.
And we got decimated. We got steamrolled by a wraith. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. That's alright.
But so okay. So more things, more updates. Oh god, why did you? You were boosting and I hopped out and it like took out all my shields.
Yeah, so.
So we had the Virginia and New Jersey gubernatorial elections. Excuse me, I burped. The gubernatorial elections of the governor races of West Virginia. No, not West Virginia. Of Virginia proper, and New Jersey. New Jersey almost fell. The Democrats almost lost New Jersey, and then Virginia turned red, even though Biden won it by 10 points in the 2020 election. So Virginia went red, and it's because the Democrat preached this critical race theory crap. And dude, people don't want to hear this. The woke need to be purged. I'm sorry, like at least purged out of politics, because they're just all they want to do is be insane and say, oh, we got to do all this crazy nonsensical garbage. Like tell everybody that going back to telling you the color of your skin makes you less or more than what you are. And like telling white kids that they're evil for being white, or telling black kids they're not gonna have the same opportunity. Isn't that the exact same thing as racism? Like saying, oh yeah, because you're black, you'll never be able to do this, or because you're white, you're inherently evil. I mean, I don't know. That seems stupid. That seems very just. You're trying to brainwash a generation to think that they're actually evil and they haven't done anything wrong. Being born a certain way doesn't make you wrong or right. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. How you're born, the color that you are when you're born, doesn't predictate what you will be.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get back to that. Let's get back to the landing point because we're about to finish the level. But I don't know. But in Virginia turned red, so I'm kind of hoping more states turn red because this is the sweep that we need to get the Democrats out of power in 2022 and 2024. And I know y'all are more, y'all lean more Democrat than Republican, but like, these aren't the Democrats of yesteryear. These aren't the 2000s Democrats that made sense. These are the hyper partisan, hyper tribalist, just scum that we've been stuck with now. So I don't know. It's just not my. I used to be more on their side, and then they kind of lost their minds with a lot of these like socialists and people that are openly campaigning as like socialists and communists, and they want to like take down capitalism, and they want to do all these. They want to give all this power to the government. It's like no. I've seen what the government does. Oh shoot, our bird's about to get shot down.
Great.
Yeah, the next level we're about to start. We're gonna be in captivity. Gotta fight our way out next mission. Oh damn.
Oh god, what was that? Spartan Miller, this is pretty bad. Incoming enemy forces, numerous.
Define numerous, Roland.
Maybe all of them?
Oh boy. Crimson, brace yourselves. This is gonna get ugly.
Oh boy. Oh, just a Covenant capital ship floating in the sky. That's nothing.
Everything's fine.
But
It is.
No,
lit. This game
everything's
is
fine,
lit.
totally fine. All right, so the polarizing thing we're going to talk about. This is going to get everyone divided. The Kyle Rittenhouse trial. So
Let me go
really
use the
quickly,
restroom real quick. You keep
go
on
for it.
talking.
Go for it. I'm just going to give a recap of what this is. So August 25th, 2020, rioting in Kenosha, bunch of leftoid garbage, BLM, Antifa, the Black Bloc protesters. They pretty much took over the entire city, and it was basically the same thing as Chaz, right? Beating the crap out of whoever came through there that wasn't on their side, right? If you were other, you got attacked. And during it, so this is, and I'm not saying this is my opinion, this is what has been given to the actual trial, and this is what was been given through the investigation, the trial, from the prosecution, the defense. So Kyle Rittenhouse last year was a 17-year-old kid who was wanting to be an EMT. Like he was an EMT, I think, and wanted to be a police officer. I don't know the exact. I don't have it all right in front of him. But he went to put out fires, render aid, and to clean up the community and stop the destruction, which is what these leftoid garbage, just trash people are doing. They just burn down the cities. They These people are pushing a burning car, a burning dumpster towards a gas station with the intention of blowing up the whole damn place. And Kyle Rittenhouse stopped it. Two of the people that he shot and killed, because he shot 3 people, 2 died, one got pretty much his bicep vaporized, which, fine, they're all trash people. You look at these people, they're all there's one was an actual pedophile with repeated accounts of raping children. The other one was a woman beater, just beat the crap out of his girlfriend something multiple times. And he did that, and so the first one, Rosenbaum, charged at Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse had his weapon down, right? Like, barrel down, low ready, not actually pointing at anybody.
So was he
And this
part
guy
of the
reached...
protest, or what?
No. So he went there because he lived like 15, 20 minutes away. Kenosha, Wisconsin was right over the border of where he lived. He did not actually... And before anybody, he took a weapon. No, he didn't. His friend in Kenosha handed him the weapon on the Wisconsin side of the border. So shut up about state lines and weapons. You don't know what you're talking about. For anybody that would say that. He went there. One guy tried to lunge at him, tried to grab the barrel of his rifle, and when he backed away, he shot the guy and domed him, right? So shot him in the head. The second guy whacked him over the head with a skateboard, which anybody that knows anything about skateboards, you can smack somebody with it and it's not going to be fun. The guy just... So the guy that shot him that smacked him in the head with a skateboard actually hit him in the head with a skateboard. It wasn't like he almost did. He did. He actually landed a hit on the head with a skateboard. Kyle's on the ground, turns over, like laying on his back, turns over and fires a shot, and it hits the guy in the chest and pretty much shoots him in the heart. He dies. And then the last guy, this Gage Grosskreutz, scumbag, leftist, communist trash, raising his little communist fist everywhere he goes. By the way, if you're a communist or a socialist, don't be my friend. I don't want you. I think you're economically illiterate and you have cognitive or developmental issues that make you stupid. Like, I don't know what it is. Not really, but like, how can you look at what it's done in the world and be like, yeah, this is totally fine? Like, dude, that stuff has killed more people than even fascism has. And that's not a justification of fascism. It's just saying, recognize that you're preaching a genocidal ideology. So the Gage Grosskreutz comes up and first has his hands up at Rittenhouse. So Rittenhouse sees his hands up, puts his weapon down, right? Like lowers his weapon, not aiming at him. Grosskreutz then pulls a Glock, like a Glock 23 or something, some 40 caliber Glock out of his waistband in his back, from the small of his back, and points it at Rittenhouse, who then raises his rifle and fires a shot in pure self-defense, shooting Grosskreutz in the bicep, right? I mean, let me put it this way. You point a gun at me and I shoot you, I don't feel bad about it. Because I'm not going to die just because
self-defense.
It is. It's all been justifiable self-defense. He got attacked 3 times and defended himself 3 times. And so, I mean, I personally think, should he have been there? No. I mean, but I also believe that you don't, just because of your ideology politically, you don't get to protest and lock down in a whole city and then attack people who come in and have no consequences. This is the same thing that happened all of 2020 with all these protests that happened. They weren't peaceful. They were burning down cities, entire blocks. You had it in Minneapolis where groups of young black men would link arms around their businesses, go arm in arm, and reporters said, what are you doing here? So they said, this is our town, this is our community, these are our businesses and our jobs. These people that are rioting don't even live here. They're not even from here. They don't even know the city. They're just coming to destroy things. I mean, no one reported that because it goes against the narrative. We can't say that these people are bad because it goes against everything we've been saying or everything that these politicians have been saying for months, over a year now, but at the time months. And I mean, it was just, I don't know, it's something that you can't do. I'm about to deactivate the shield. Well, these people face no consequences, so there was no incentivizing for anybody to like go out and stop them from doing things. Wow, I just saw you get wrecked. Ow.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Sir? Oh. This one. But
Okay, I think it
so
killed majority.
everyone
of
is
them.
saying, say again?
I think it killed majority of the grunts and stuff.
Oh, you
Or
killed all of
suicide.
them, but one of them had their grenades out and just blew himself up with you. So I mean,
It was the easy way.
yeah, space jihad. So, so that's pretty much what happened. And people are trying to get him for murder, but like, I don't think this was premeditated murder. I don't think this kid went there intending to shoot people. I think what he did is realize that these people, these anarchists, pretty much these leftist radical terrorists, came out and wanted to own the entire place by means of violence, right? If you came in and you were a conservative, you were going to get shot, beat up, stabbed, who knows what else. And not going there with a weapon is tantamount to suicide, because these people were going to attack you, they would hurt you, and it's possible that if they took your weapon, they were going to use it on you and kill you with it. I mean, one of the guys that got shot by Rittenhouse even told Rittenhouse, if I catch you out tonight, I will effing kill you. Like, he meant it. And this is a guy who said, like, shoot me. And he said, shoot me inward, like, 5 times. This is a white dude saying the N-word at a racial protest rally. Like, are you sure you're on the right side? Are you sure your side has the right people on it? Like, what's going on here? Pretty sure that's not okay if you're actually trying to stop this kind of crap from happening. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole thing is very suspicious to me. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Why are we why are we allowing this, and why do these people get off with no consequences, you know? So I'm not sure. I think people that are saying you should have just let them riot, absolutely not. I do not have to let my town, my community, and my jobs get destroyed because of the political machinations of people that are insane and that are just like, we want to destroy things, we want to hurt people because they're against us and we believe we're actually fighting some sort of righteous cause. But they're not. They're not hurting people that are actually responsible for any of the things they're fighting for. They're hurting people that have nothing to do with what they're fighting for. And so I think it's ridiculous. People are saying, and then you have LeBron James, who just needs to shut his damn mouth. I hate LeBron James. LeBron James actually cared. He'd go to one of these protest sites and try to clean things up. He wouldn't be trying to say, well, you're evil and I have nothing to back up my statement, but you're evil. He's trying to say, like, the crying was fake. I think Rittenhouse had an actual panic attack and has actual, like, PTSD from what happened that night. I don't think he's just some kid who wanted to do this. I think he actually has remorse for his actions, although he also understands that he was defending himself. He even said that on the stand. He said, I did nothing wrong, I defended myself. I'm inclined to believe this guy, right? I don't care about the leftism. I don't care what the stance is. I think if this guy had not brought a weapon in, he would be dead. And that no one would say anything if he had gotten shot. But since it was the party in power that had people that supported them get hurt, that everyone's blowing up about this. So I don't know, man. I think it's a bit ridiculous to try and say that he deserved to die. You have people that are saying this kid deserved to die. Like, why? Because he's not one of yours and he was willing to stop the violence? Like, I don't know, man. I'm all about nonviolent civil disobedience when it comes to certain things, especially this stuff. But you're not going to win people onto your side by blowing up their community and destroying their town and burning it all out. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. And so I think Kyle's going to... And what happened is the jury pushed for a mistrial based on prejudice, which means that and the prosecution has been flubbing the evidence. They've been using things that the judge has said this is not allowed to be submitted as evidence. They tried to use his right to remain silent as an indication of guilt, but the right to remain silent, your Miranda rights, has been a thing for over 50 years, 40 years, 50 years. But we also had. I mean, this has been around before then. It was just in those last 40, 50 years that we reinstated it. So we pretty much restated the whole thing with more emphasis. Like, no, this does not make somebody guilty. The right to remain silent, to discuss legal matters with their attorney, does not make them guilty. That belief is an actual insanity. You just want to use that because all you want is this guy to be guilty. You don't care about putting this guy away for the right reasons. You care about putting this guy away because of politics.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, I'm all about sitting down and having a discussion with someone on the left. I really am. But if you're an absolute insane leftward who's just like, kill the right, kill everyone that's against me, like, dude, no. Listen, I'm not going to come out. I'm not going to be saying we should go after these people until they start doing actual violent acts. But you've had these guys. They shot Trump supporters in the back of the head in Portland, Oregon, twice last year, and no one said a damn thing because, you know, race and politics was involved. And it's like, this is stupid. Like, we can't even have honest discussion anymore because of the fact that certain people will get radical and violent, and we can't have this. And we're more afraid of the violence than actually stopping it. You know,
Yeah.
we had the people that will. We had the Antifa and Black Lives Matter guys go to people's houses. Where if you show up to my house, I'm brandishing a weapon and I'm going to be ready to use it on you because you're not going to come and just terrorize me like that. Like, I'm not afraid to fight anybody. You know, I will fight to protect myself, my loved ones, my property. Like, what is mine? You know. And if you come and try to say we're gonna make you live how we want you to live, and we're gonna take what's yours, and I mean, yeah, good luck. You can take it on my cold dead hands. You know, you could try to guide my life however you want, but you're gonna have to kill me first. Like, this is not gonna happen. And I don't know, man.
It's self-defense. It's self-defense. You're
Exactly. That's why I think
defending
it's
your life.
self-defense.
Phantom's free and ready to fly.
Yeah. So I think he's gonna walk. I think the judge is already pissed off at the prosecution because they keep doing things they're not supposed to do in the courtroom. And it's just, I don't know. We'll see how this goes, but people are already bracing for riots in the wake of a potential not guilty verdict. Which I think, like, if your answer to a verdict is to, again, burn the city down and blow it up, I'm not sure how much support you actually deserve.
I think is today the verdict we find out.
Tomorrow. They took a recess over the weekend. They're going to declare the verdict tomorrow, I believe. So, I think he's going to walk. I think the most they might get him with is like some mild misdemeanor, so maybe high grade misdemeanor charges. But I don't think he's not going to get murder. I just don't see it happening. The judge does want to let the jury decide, which I think is a good way to go. The problem is, like, the jury's going to be swayed by the potential threat of violence, and there are people taking pictures and videos of the jury trying to get their faces right. That's just, you are trying to coerce a jury. You're trying to subvert the justice system by saying you're going to threaten violence against people who give a verdict that you don't support. It's not how this works. So I think that should have, the minute they had cameras taking pictures of the jury, that should have been mistrial. We're tossing this out. You can never try this guy again on the same grounds because you just tried to use political fear and threats of violence to coerce the jury into giving a verdict you wanted.
Still going.
Yeah. So I don't know. What do y'all think about it? I've kind of said what I think.
Well, at first I didn't really understand what was the full story between, or what was going on with Kyle. But now that I understand it, we'll see what happens, honestly. If it's, like I said, if it's self-defense, it sounds like, to me, it's self-defense. If someone's pointing a weapon at you, it's clearly self-defense.
Covey Battlenet thinks Crimson's Phantom still belongs to them. They're ordering
That's no joke.
secure facility. Murphy, come on for now. Roger that.
Yeah. What about you, Justin?
Yeah, same thing. Self-defense. Really, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's consequences for sure. I don't think you can slap this kid with murder, because murder implies that this was like a premeditated, intentional thing. You went in with the intention to murder somebody, and I think that's just, I don't know. Sure, you can get something like, I don't know if it would be like reckless endangerment and what the charge would be officially titled, but I do think that there's a place for it. I'm sure he'll get hit with something. It's just not going to be like any of these major murder charges. And the fact that people want to use it, it's going to set a precedent either way. If you get him as guilty, then you just set a precedent that being one of these riotous people is okay. And if you let him, if you get him not guilty, though, I think the thing is, we're setting a precedent that it's okay to defend your town and your community from these scumbags, and I think that's the way we should do it. I'm not saying we should say go and dome people in the street, absolutely not. But we need to get back to like these blue state governors and these blue state officials need to stop trying to hamper police from doing their job. I mean, they would tell these guys not to arrest the rioters. It's like, no, dude, you destroyed property. You deserve to go to jail. Like, you're destroying people's personal belongings and their livelihoods. Like, why are you not being held accountable?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. We'll see. And of course, you're going to have places that are going to get ready for riots. And it's just, you know what? I say if they riot, you break out the good stuff. Break out the tear gas. Break out the tasers. Don't kill anybody, but let's get this crowd incapacitated, non-lethally, of course, and we'll we'll go from there. I think we have to try and stop the destruction a lot. We have to try and minimize it. The people have to understand that we do have law and order. There is not a place for violent anarchism.
Standard copy encryption with a hardware lock. Crimson, open it up for me.
Yeah, you just can't go out and do whatever you want.
Exactly. So we'll see. But it's kind of that's really the main thing. I know I wanted to do this story last because it's gonna be very polarizing and people are gonna have their opinions on it, and everyone's gonna come out and they're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm
Pretty sure it is
illegal."
last. I had nothing else to say.
Yeah, that was my last bit. Everyone should really take their time to understand what happened, understand charges, understand the nature of the law before we start saying this is what it is. Don't trust politically biased media. I mean, that's why most of my stuff I try to go independent or primarily libertarian, so we're not dealing with statism or authoritarianism being promoted. Obviously, we want the freest society we can have, but we also need to make sure that there are laws and there are things we can't do. We can't just kill or destroy as we see fit. There has to be some actual like law and order. And this is coming from a guy who used to never really, I don't know. Yeah, I'm a libertarian, but I'm not an anarchist. I don't think. I used to entertain that idea when I was younger, like young and dumb and teenager stuff, but like not anymore. I just think it's a bit of a self-destructive philosophy to be like we should have zero laws and zero accountability and zero police. I'm not a total fan of it. I'm not the Michael Malice type. I don't think it works as well as people think it would.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. We will see, and obviously I know people have feelings about this. I'm not trying to. I wouldn't try to tell anybody if you have.
Yeah, but
Yeah, people have their opinions. People think this kid should die. I mean, people really think this kid should be killed, and I'm like, that's insanity. That's yeah. You don't actually believe in the justice system. You want prejudiced political stuff happening, and I don't think that's how it should go, man. We should strive to be a free and free society and a polite society, and we should understand that we should all do the most we can to be responsible for our own well-being, our own health. But everything should be volunteerist. That's why people say like you should have to serve the military, and I'm like, not in our country, because we have a large enough country. We can have a volunteer military. Places like Israel or places like the Nordic countries where like military service is like a kind of a mandatory thing, at least for a few years. Yeah, that makes more sense when you're a smaller country with enemies closer to your borders. But dude, we have Mexico and Canada on our borders, and we're surrounded by oceans on the east and west. We're not in a place where we need to be fearing for our lives at all.
mm-hmm.
But it's the same with the police force. You have all these things should be volunteerist. You shouldn't be forced to do anything you don't want to do. Now, like if we ever hit World War III and war came to America's shores, sure, I understand it. Look, it's no longer away. It's in your backyard. You probably should be a little more invested. But I don't think anybody should force you. I don't know. That would be a time where you would be expecting people to kind of be like, "Are you sure you're not going to defend your town when someone just dropped a missile in your backyard?" Like, I don't know. I'd be a little pissed off, man. Yeah, I think I'm ready to fight.
A 90% chance of will.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Crimson, destroy those terminals
Oops.
and take out any Covenant resistance in the way.
All right, we're blowing stuff up, boys. You guys go left. I'll go right. Oh crap. Oh man. You got enemies inbound. Well, I guess while we're finishing up this last Spartan Ups mission, we'll be on before the end of the episode. I don't know if anybody has any things to add, contribute, any cool movies, games, not sponsored, but product shout-outs like.
That's UNSC gear.
Crimson, see if you can find anything
I got
useful.
nothing.
Yeah. Well, I've been reading few more books these days. I wanted to give a quick shout out to a few. Obviously, My girlfriend's the real bookworm. She got me into one called Illuminae, which has been I love it. It's sci-fi, of course. I'm a big sci-fi nerd, but I liked how the story reads. It's very good. And definitely give it a shot if you want something that's not like it's just a kind of a brand new sci-fi novel. Not brand new, but like, it's not a TV show or a movie or a video game. So definitely something worth reading. And then I've been reading some of the Halo books as well. I'm like halfway through Silent Storm, and I'm reading New Blood for those that have read it. It's a really good book. New Blood, Silent Storm being a Master Chief story, and New Blood being an ODST Alpha 9 story, so i.e. Buck from Halo 3 ODST. Oh god, I just let Justin get taken out. Ooh, 100 down. But I've been reading a lot of those. Deathwish coffee is still my coffee of choice right now. Just been dealing with some, I haven't been ordering the Black Rifle coffee or any of that stuff. Still I'm a fan of it. Still a fan of what they stand for. But I just haven't been buying their particular product. So for those that are still fans, I think Black Rifle Coffee is a wonderful coffee company. They're veteran owned. They support a lot of the first responder, military, law enforcement, kind of communities. They do a lot. They have a lot of members who are police officers, a lot of members of their community that are military. Almost all veterans and military, but they do a lot. They put their money towards good causes, and they support hiring former police officers, EMTs, firefighters, military veterans. So it's something I can definitely get behind. And wow, I just saw that, and you got tossed, sir.
I was like, I saw that. As I looked up, I was like, oh, there's a banshee coming right at me.
Right.
Twirling.
Oh god, taking cover.
I don't know if he survived, but I know I didn't. He just rammed.
Ah, dang it! Can't steal the banshee. Trying to, but what else? Let's see. Deathwish coffee. I don't know. I haven't been boozing up too hard, so I don't have an alcoholism sponsor of the week. Which is a joke, by the way, not actually alcoholic. Yeah, we'll say no alcoholism sponsor of the week. Drink water, hydrate. I will actually give one. Path Water is a good water. It's a water company, water bottle company, but they make metal bottles, so you're not just throwing away the plastic. You can reuse the metal bottles. Helps reduce the amount of trash you're creating, all that kind of stuff. For the environmentalists in our audience, they might be a little more happy to hear about that.
Excellent work, Crimson. Sorry I've been away for a bit, but it looks like Miller has things well in hand. I'm gonna review the data we're pulling.
But yeah, man.
Sure tastes good.
Shortly.
Yeah, it does. I have a couple of those water bottles. I would buy a couple, and then I keep
I'm sure
two
they're
in the
expensive,
fridge.
though,
And
since you said the bottle's metal.
no, like $2.50, $3 a bottle. Solid water bottle, and then you refill it a billion times. So I mean, can't be that bad.
Oh,
But,
gotcha.
Yeah, it's not too bad, man. But yeah, and then I don't know. I got a whole other list of product shoutouts this week. I would say I'll give one for a VPN shoutout. Tunnel Bear. I used Tunnel Bear back when I was in Korea and Poland as a VPN. Keep virtually protected network, for those that know what VPN stands for. Definitely something that I think is important to have if you do a lot of this. You spend a lot of time on the internet, like we do. We pretty much are always doing stuff. We're always on the internet. We're always posting our podcast. We're doing all sorts of stuff. So,
John's asking me if I have any shoutouts.
I don't know. What's some stuff you use regularly?
Oh, GalaxyCon. Again.
What's the most stuff he spends his money on?
Hey man, we all spend our money on some things. It's cool.
Yeah, so there's John DiMaggio who voices Bender, and also Marcus Phoenix of the Gears of War franchise.
Bender's from Futurama.
Yes, Bender is from Futurama.
I believe John DiMaggio also voiced he voiced someone in the Halo series, whether it was he voiced Atriox in Halo Wars 2.
Huh.
Yeah, he's done a lot of voice acting gigs, man.
Yeah. So John DiMaggio's on there on GalaxyCon right now.
Yeah. That's awesome. So for Gears of War fans and fans of Bender from the Futurama series, yeah, jump on it, man.
My special shout out is this beautiful cat right here.
I'm gonna shout out my lovely girlfriend, of course. She's been she always has to listen to me rant and rave, even when I'm not on the podcast. I just have a tendency to never shut the hell up. So she listens to me go on and on and on. But I appreciate her patience.
She's a trooper.
She is a trooper.
And
Anybody who
hopefully
can handle me for this
she
long
gets
is definitely a
better.
trooper. Y'all are troopers. You've known me since you were 5. God
Mm-hmm.
damn. So
Yes, kitty.
Yes.
I gotta shout out the cat. At least one of them. The other one's somewhere. I don't know where.
Probably in your
the other one's
basket.
still hiding out somewhere. But yeah, man, that's all we got. It was an interesting 2 weeks. I'm sorry we weren't there. We'll try to stay. We will try to make sure we stay consistent, obviously. But life happens, guys. Life, work, things.
But we know you guys understand.
So yeah, we understand. So thank y'all for being the most understanding audience in the world. And for those that don't know, we have a YouTube page now, courtesy of Lord of the Rings and Just in Time for TV. They were putting in the work, even though I was the one who wouldn't shut the hell up about it for like
Majority
a
of
month now.
Austin's doing that. I just sat there and
yeah, so all
He provided moral
40
support.
and then about to be 41 episodes are now on our new
yeah.
The Thunderdome Podcast YouTube
podcast.
channel.
Yeah, you look at it on my subscription people or whatever or channels that I follow because I don't post anything on my Discord from the Thunderdome podcast anymore. I leave it up to Austin to post it on.
I do all the work. But yes, after a long,
yeah, you can-
stressful few days, it's all finally up there on our new YouTube channel, which you can find on our Discord channel.
Of course. And are we seriously I mean not in a way like are we seriously gonna do this, but like are we seriously going to consider creating a Twitter page for the podcast just to get more exposure to it? We could post episodes to Twitter. I'm sure that we'll catch some flack, being Twitter is at a very left place politically, so some of our opinions might get chastised, but that's okay.
TBD on that.
TBD on that. Well, real quick, you can follow us on all of our social medias. If you look up your boy Slick Ricky Bobby on Instagram, that's me. If you want the best meme page this side of the internet, and that's pretty much all I got. Just I don't know, podcast YouTube channel. And
Yeah,
check us out.
I guess I got to put it up on my info now. I don't instead of my YouTube channel.
Well, you can do both since if they're both on there.
Yeah, they're see, you'll find the Thunderdome podcast channel on my YouTube on the channels I subscribe to, and you can look
to
at
do
it,
that
look
as
at,
well,
look it up
actually.
through there, and then subscribe through there.
I mean,
on
I could
that.
do that right now because I haven't done it yet.
Do it
Yeah.
now. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Excuse you.
I'll still keep up. My
Just
channel.
quick update. Dallas 7, Atlanta 0. So screw you, Washington.
Shit. I mean, shit. I'm missing football.
Wow, we made it the whole episode without swearing, and then you come in your potty mouth, sir.
Sorry.
And yeah, you can still follow me on my YouTube. I post like concert videos and stuff. Just mainly concert videos.
But anyways, Justin, take us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for today's episode of the Thunderdome Podcast. Hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday, and we will catch you on the next episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Later, fellas. Take it easy. Have a good weekend.
Everybody.